You're good to go.
All right.
Okay, welcome to the July 2nd, 2025 meeting of the Westfield Parks and Recreation Board. I guess, Chris, will you be, okay, will you please call the roll so we can confirm the members in attendance?
Absolutely. Mike Hall,
Here.
Curtis Baumgartner,
Here.
Julia Grimmer.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Calling this meeting to order at 7:18 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. If we don't have any changes to the agenda, do we have a motion to approve this meeting's agenda as prepared?
I move to approve this evening's agenda as prepared.
Is there-
Second.
Great, thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, Chris, will you please call the roll for vote on the motion?
Mike Hall,
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner,
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Moving on to the public comments portion of the agenda. Mr. Vice President, are there any members of the public that would like to address the board?
Yes, Madam President, we have a Judy Shuck here this evening. She would like to discuss the Underground Railroad. Judy, if you could please step up to the microphone and just give us your address, and you've got 3 minutes. Thank you.
Well, I was just wondering if there was any progress on the design of the Underground Railroad statue that's going in the park on the west end there of 32.
I am happy to answer that question. Judy, we are still working with Gang Gang, and we haven't had an update recently, but I will get an update for you, and as soon as I have one, I will send it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just hadn't heard from them.
I understand, and I will make sure to get that for you in a timely manner. You are very welcome.
Are there any other comments? Okay, nope. Okay, thank you. All right, then moving on to the minutes from our last meeting. That would be the June 4th, 2025 meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
We didn't have a meeting on June 4th, but we did have, our last regular meeting was May 7th. So I do move that we approve the meeting minutes from the May 7th, 2025 Parks and Recreation Board meeting.
Thank you, Curtis. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, Chris, will you please call the roll for vote on the motion?
Curtis Baumgartner,
Yes.
Julia Grimmer,
Yes.
Mike Hall.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, moving on to old business. We don't have any items of old business, so moving further down the line to new business. We have one item of new business to discuss today. That is an agreement for some of the Park Street work with REA. Chris, can you please provide an overview of this agreement and offer what comments you might have?
Yep, absolutely. So the agreement before you tonight for approval is an agreement between the city and Rundell Ernstberger and Associates for the construction documentation for the Park Street streetscape, as well as the Park and Poplar Plaza. So there will be, we've gone through the schematic design process already with REA in cooperation with our Economic Development Division. So it's been a cooperative project between the Parks Department and our Economic Development Department, working to recreate Park Street between Mill Street and Poplar or Westfield Boulevard, and create a much more pedestrian-friendly environment, as well as a plaza that will sit between two commercial buildings and will link the Park Street streetscape back to the Midland Trail corridor and recreate that area. So again, it is much more pedestrian friendly and provides an area for not only the residents in that area to gather, but also for the general public to gather as well. The hope is to approve this so that Rundell Ernstberger can start moving forward with construction documentation with the hope to get those 2 items under construction by mid to end of 2026. And I am happy to answer questions if any of the board members have them.
Chris, I think we covered this possibly over the phone, but we're using the funds from the Park District bonds and Park impact fees. To fund this
Correct.
project,
A portion of the Parks District bond will pay for the construction of the, half of the Park District bonds will pay for the construction of the streetscape. And then the residential unit that is being built, mixed-use residential unit that's being built just to the south of the Midland, those park impact fees that are generated from that will be captured and used to construct the plaza. As far as the dollars for this agreement, those are coming from park impact fee funds that we've already gathered and have in our park impact fee line item.
And if approved, you have a seat at the table and you can weigh in on all of the design elements and things that.
Absolutely. If approved, myself, I have a seat at the table and will be playing a heavy role in making sure this is guided the direction that we want it to go, as well as Janelle Fairman, who is our Director of Economic Development.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any other questions or comments from the board? I don't see any. So is there a motion to approve, to authorize the Parks Director to enter into this agreement with RVA for the Park Street streetscape?
Yeah, Madam President, I have 2 motions. I'll make the first one, we can vote, and then I'll make the second one. I move that the Park Board approve the professional services agreement with REA for the Park Street improvements in the sum of $846,750 and authorize the director in conjunction with legal counsel to execute the same.
Excellent. Is there a second?
Second.
Chris, will you please call the roll?
Absolutely. Julia Grimmer,
Yes.
Mike Hall,
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, my second motion is, I move that the Park Board delegate to the director the authority to determine whether it is in the best interest of the board and the department to add or change an item or items in the contract with REA, and to approve each amendment up to an amount not to exceed his purchasing authority and in accordance with applicable Indiana law, with a report to the Park Board at a subsequent Park Board meeting. That is a tongue twister, but basically, if we make changes to the agreement, you're authorized up to your purchasing authority.
Yep.
If it exceeds that, you'll have to come back to the Park Board. But if,
Yep.
either way, you're going to have to report back to the Park Board.
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
Any comments about the motion or, no? Chris, will you please call the roll?
Can we have a
Oh, wait,
second?
no, second. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'll second.
Now I'll call the roll. Mike Hall,
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner,
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. All right, proceeding now to the director's report. Chris?
Thank you, Madam President. I appreciate it. I don't have a tremendous amount for you guys this evening because we are in the middle of summer and everything is moving a million miles an hour. But we have, I'm pleased to express to the board that although we are a very new department and we are very young in our program offerings, my new program manager, John Capes, has managed to offer just in the first half of summer over 30 different programs at Grand Junction this summer. And those things range from movies in the park to creek stomps to workout Wednesdays to a wiffle ball program. He's also beginning to start conversations with a group here in Westfield to help provide recreation and social activities for adults with developmental disabilities, so they have a place to come and gather with friends. We've also, in very short order, and I'm very proud of our staff as well as Westfield Welcome staff, we were able to offer 4 viewing parties in Grand Junction Plaza for the Pacers playoff run. It was lots of fun. It was very well received. Even on the evenings where the weather wasn't that great, we had anywhere from 500 to 750 people in the plaza. And that's pretty impressive from my perspective because it was announced in very short order. So to have that happen, I'm very proud of, and I think our staff should be very proud of it. Again, as always, we're working really hard to support Westfield Welcome. They've had lots of activities in the plaza as well as our parks. Farmers market is growing strong, usually seeing anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 people on Thursdays. We've had several concerts in the park, obviously, that have been attended by anywhere from 2,000 to 3,500 people. And then lastly, to give you guys an update on the Simon Moon project, Simon Moon Phase 1, we are down to the nitty-gritty as far as getting the punch list done. There's only a couple things left to do. It is open to the public and will remain open to the public through the beginning of September, probably into mid-September, when a portion of the park will close for Simon Moon Phase 2. Simon Moon Phase 2 just went to bid this week. When we had our initial bidders meeting, we had 8 firms at the bidders meeting, so the hope is we will get a considerable number of competitive bids when that bid opening takes place, and that bid opening is scheduled for mid-August, and then we will have a contract in front of you come September. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I am more than happy to answer any questions or comments from the board if you have any.
I just want to also thank all the work that you've done. My son has a part-time job downtown, so I'm down here picking him up a lot. And the Grand Junction Plaza is constantly packed. And so I was able to see from afar some of the watch parties and some of the concerts. And it just is, it's a great addition. And it's really being used, which has been fun to see. So thank you to all you and your team and all the work that goes into that.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, absolutely. So thank you for the detailed report, Chris. If there are no other comments or questions, we will move on to other business. Does the board have any items to discuss at this time? Okay, hearing of no other items, I'll just add the reminder that our next regular meeting will be held on Wednesday, August 6th. And we are at the end of our agenda. So can I get a motion to adjourn in a second?
I motion to adjourn our meeting.
Second?
Okay, Chris, please call the roll.
Curtis Baumgartner,
Yes.
Julia Grimmer,
Yes,
Mike Hall,
Yes.
motion carries.
okay.
Meeting
All right,
is adjourned.
meeting officially adjourns here at 7:30. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks, Chris.
Have a good evening.
You too. Happy 4th.
Bye. Yeah, you too.
Bye.